Okay, for the first time ever, I'm gonna time myself. Oh shit. Because I want to try and keep this down to a minimum. You know that I can just waffle and ramble, so I'm gonna try and keep this. But I've got my whole spiel as usual. But I was watching a review of the year. Well, I only got to about a quarter of it. Was like a news review of the year, and I got to about a quarter of it, and I just couldn't watch anymore. I had to turn off. It was just despairing. It was despairing. This year has been shocking. I think for many people, whether it be personal or what's happened out there, it's just unbelievable. I just never want to imagine like a groundhog. No, it's just awful. Whether it be all the deaths, obviously there's been things like Brexit and the presidential election, and of course the conflict that just now what we're seeing in Aleppo. You can't comprehend it, can you? I don't know, there's no words. There's no words sometimes. There's no words. For me, one of the thing that's stuck with me a lot, or most, is the recent football players that have come out and said that they were abused when they were younger, when they were training to be footballers. Just when you think that the world can't be any more darker or cruel than it is, somehow it is. These poor, no, I don't want poor, I just feel incredible empathy for these footballers, and having to hide that and hold that in for so many years. What else is out there? What else? Where's all the fucking good in the world? I just don't know. It's out there, of course, but it's just so hard to see it, isn't it? Anyway, I guess that relates to the first part of the name of this vlog, confusion. Confusion, I mean, my God, am I confused. I'm confused. Not just about what's out there, because this world is so confusing. Confused about I'm at a point where I feel like I don't know if I'm changing or if the people around me are changing. Does that make sense? Maybe it's me. I feel it's me. I'm ending this year on the same way I started it. So at the start of this year, I met someone, and a guy, and yeah, that went quickly downhill, and I'm ending it in the same way. Meeting someone, and this guy that I thought was... This is what the confusion is. How can you go from being one person one day to another person the next? To other people, I mean. can't bear it anymore. The way that people change. How? How? Why? I mean, I try and be honest and frank and myself. Always. Just don't understand, like, it must be me. There has to be something that I'm doing, that I do to people. I've been thinking, you know, like, all the guys that I've been with, it just, I mean, they're not all dramatically changed from one day to the next, but I can't just be unlucky in love. There's something that I'm doing, I don't know, this is why I'm confused. Maybe it can't be, I don't know anymore. I don't know. That's confusion. And that's that part of that video done. 6 minutes, so not bad. I was recently diagnosed with colitis, and I have to take, I'm taking suppositories. Look at, check these out. These bad boys, these bullet, they are bullets, aren't they? You put them up your bum. And that's another thing as well. What's becoming an increasing problem is the fact that I've said before, I can't have sex. My libido's gone, and I'm finding that an increasing problem. But anyway, that's related to well, at least I'm getting some action with these things. It's not funny, I know it's not funny. But actually, you know, when I was having the camera up my bum, after I got over the initial like, I just watched, because it's on a camera, you're in the operating theatre and the camera's going up and you're watching the camera go through your body, and I sat there, or I lay there, and I was in awe. This thing inside me, you know, this every single cell, and I'm not communicating this very well. I was just in awe. Just, you know, so much of my world is here. It's here in this, and here. My mind dominates my life, and then, you know, you see the camera going through your intestines, and not your oh, you know what it, yeah, I'm rubbish at science anyway. You see it going through your body, and I don't know, there was something about it that I was just struck by. The miracle, I suppose, of this, but I'm so up here, and anyway, yeah, it's annoying. The colitis, it's annoying. But it's just another one of those things that I'll just deal with and have to. I have to. Yeah. But I haven't been myself. You know, I just want to get it dealt with. Anyway, which brings me kind of on nicely to the third section of this. It's going quite well. the third section of this vlog, and probably the most, oh my gosh, sorry, the most words. I'm losing my words at the moment. I'm losing my words. I go through phases of, in my mind goes through phases of I went through a phase a few years ago when all my mind kept picking up on was the fact that I was tripping up over my words, and the more that the mind focused on me tripping up over my words, I tripped up. It was horrible. I just felt like I lost my ability to form. I was scared to talk, because every time it's like, you're going to trip up, it's tripping up. Do you know what I mean? It was like, fuck off. And now I give talks. I still am trying to do as much work as I can, and I give talks, and I'm hearing, you're not very eloquent, and people can't understand you, and I'm like, oh my God. Anyway, the mind is so powerful. It's so powerful. And the more I go through my life and my career, the more desperate and passionate I become about getting mental health into education, revolutionizing the education system. There's so much to do. But it's so exhausting, it is so exhausting. Because you often feel like you're fighting a losing battle. All I know is that, my oldest niece now, she's in primary school, and I will not let her go through an education system like I did. That look at what happened to me. And suicide is now the biggest killer of young people in this country under 35. Why the fuck are we not doing? Why are we not in schools? Why is this not? When you think of it like that, when you think of that, and when you think of the fact that 75% of all mental health issues begin in adolescence, it just is beyond me. The whole system, not just the education system, the whole of this is beyond me. But anyway, this is meant to be about compassion, not just for me, but for the world. I found out today, it said in the news, the 10th most Googled search term for this year, how to accept myself. Again, I'm sorry, but that links back to school, and if we just... How to accept myself, that's the 10th most Googled search term. I'm so worried. I'm constant worry, not just about myself, but people, the world, and I've got family, I've got friends that are struggling, and more than ever before do I see people on things like social media saying, my anxiety's out of control, or I need to escape, or more than ever before. And as I said, it's been such a tough year that, I'm worried about people's mental health and their well-being. There needs to be a change. And really what I'm learning is that so much of it comes down to compassion for ourselves and compassion for other people as well. Sorry, sirens. And trains. But compassion. Earlier I was like confusion, but compassion overrides confusion. Just compassion and I'm not being very eloquent. I need to find self-compassion. I'm trying, but it's so hard. It's so hard to really unlock self-compassion. Is one of the most difficult things I've ever done. It's so hard. I can be compassionate to other people, but to myself, it's just the hardest thing. I'm going to be 30 next month. In my 20s, they've been dominated by me trying to find someone else to love me because I can't love myself. I want to change that. Do you know something? I was thinking about this recently. Every night, to make myself fall asleep. Oh, this is going to sound ridiculous. But I fall asleep dreaming of someone else loving me. That's really bad, isn't it? I dream of someone else. This is going to sound, sometimes it's Che Guevara.